All right, Jayne, got a really unique little sampler here to go along with your mystery box for this quarter. And 12 bottles spanning grape varieties, styles, regions. We've done some of these before. I know they're favorites, and some new things for you to try. Kaze no Mori. This is the Wind of the Woods Alpha 3. Kaze no Mori is one of the hippest sake producers, and they do this unique rice variety called Akitsuho. So one to enjoy chilled, of course. Then I know this is a favorite, Occhipinti. This is the SP68 Terre Siciliane, and going to pick up a lot of that a really lovely volcanic character that we see from Mount Etna. An aged Grüner Veltliner here, 2013, so 12 years of age, or maybe 13 since the vintage, and it carries it well. This is the maximum a reserve level by Kamptal appellation. Hiedler is the producer. See a little bit higher alcohol in this, 14%. So this is getting that Grüner Veltliner style on that riper edge. Some German wines as a trio here, and some of the tallest bottles in the game here. The 1,000 liter by Julian Haart. This is named for the large barrel that the wine is aged in, called a Doppelstück. So a Stück is 2,000 liters, a Doppelstück is 1,000 liters, and this is a super collectible modern Riesling producer that I hope you'll enjoy. Von Vinning, speaking of barrels, they love doing some barrel experiments with their white wines. The Sauvignon Blanc here is one of their favorites, and they're a pioneer in a way of doing non-Germanic grape varieties with great success. They also do Chardonnay really well, in addition to the Riesling wines. And then Dönnhoff, I know you've had this before, the Weißburgunder Trocken 2020. Trocken referring to a wine that is dry and not sweet. We also see the term Trocken used on dessert wines like Trockenbeer and Auslese, where the actual raisins or berries are dried on the vine. In this case, it's a dry wine, and Weißburgunder being the same as Pinot Blanc, or the white Burgundy. Another few whites here. These are all white wines, but this is Gorge, is the geographic area of Muscadet. You'll also see Clisson as another famous geographic area by Domaine Brégeon. And this is like the fanciest version of Muscadet. Gets this long extended yeast aging, lees aging, which brings out a lot of the toasty bread kind of mineral characters. Sancerre Flores by Vincent Pinard, Sauvignon Blanc from that classic area. Here's a Rebula, same grape as Ribolla Gialla. This is from Slovenia. So we see the spelling Rebula in Slovenia, Ribolla in nearby Friuli of Italy. Really crisp, edgy, maybe even challenging white wine. This is gonna just have some kind of smoky angles to it. And then rivaling the Germans for their tall bottle here, this is an Italian wine, Felderschmal by Tiefenbrunner. It's the fanciest Müller-Thurgau in the universe, and this is from Alto Adige. So that kind of is connecting to this flute-shaped bottle. This is the German-speaking part of Italy in the northeast. Really cool label on this. Totally different bottle shape on this Gavi. Grape varieties Cortese by Veltliner. This is probably the most famous Gavi label that I've become accustomed to. And Cortese is really round and waxy white grape variety. So a good one to do with roast chicken and kind of these bigger dinner flavors. And I know you're a sherry fan. This is the Barbiana on Rama. It's a style of Manzanilla sherry. This is from Sanlúcar de Barrameda, so outside of Lustau. This is further towards the coast, and made from the Palomino grape variety. On Rama is a term for unfiltered. This is one that has a bit of bottle age to it, and there's not vintage dated, but we've had it in the cellar for a while, so it should have a lot of really interesting complexity. And once opened, some sherries you can keep in the fridge for a while, but I would finish that one while it's still freshly opened. Excited for you to try all these. Hope you enjoy. Cheers.